Hello, J76 Ian here. Welcome to AOR Racing. This is the Gt3 League, Tier 6, Round 6 officially. They're the fourth race that's actually taken part in this league. We've qualified here in Brno in the Czech Republic in a reasonably good 6th place. Gt3 fan is just in front of us. Rob is on pole. Our teammate Washi has qualified excellently in 2nd place. And it's a much cleaner start and more organised start than we had last time at Donington Park. And we're going to try and get the inside of Gt3 fan here. This long right-hander that's a bit of a murder on your tyres. And Gt3 fan just gives us a little nerf there out wide, nothing too bad. As you can see, it's sunny, it's early morning. I think it was a 5 or 6 AM race, I think. And our problem tends to be our starts. We're a bit too cautious on the brakes. And Envoy Extreme actually gets up the inside of us here, pushes us wide a little bit, but not too bad. It does actually leave us room at the point we go off, so that's okay. Unfortunately though, we've lost another spot and Klangen is now going to take advantage and go down the inside of us. So 31 lap race, including the 1 lap formation lap we've done. Brno, this circuit in the Czech Republic, is a long one, and on paper doesn't look particularly exciting. A lot of similarly profiled corners, but actually it's quite fun to drive in this Renault RS01. We know it's going to be a dry race, and so it's at this point it's trying to regain those positions I've lost early on. As you see, I've just changed the fuel mix there to normal, started it in rich. Forward to the start of lap 3, and Klangen ahead is tentatively looking to make a move up the inside of Envoy Extreme, who runs wide all on his own, and he loses a spot and Klangen moves up to 6th and we move up to 7th. Just a few corners further on, chasing down Klangen, and further up ahead in 5th is Gt3 fan, who loses it on the exit, perhaps took a bit too much curb, I'm not sure. So we're back up to where we started the race in 6th. Now lap 7, now we were following Klangen for those next 4 laps. Fairly close, but never really close enough to make a clean outbraking manoeuvre until this point. Klangen gets the exit with the final corner slightly wrong. We're in position, and I'm not exactly the world's best overtaker, but I had to really go for it here. Outbraked him fairly cleanly, and I was confident that if I could just shake him off for a lap or 2, I would perhaps have the speed to slowly pull away. Lap 12, we sit in 3rd because others have already made stops, including our teammate Washi, who I think had an incident, so he's had to make an early stop. But we run really wide there, and I was surprised how quickly Ghost Hunter, despite our delay, was able to get alongside us. We go to the inside line, but he's carrying too much speed. So Ghost Hunter, we quite often find ourselves near to on the track in GT3. Slightly quicker driver than us, I think, overall in the race, certainly. He goes through, so we're back down to 4th. As you can see, I'm trying to come back at him immediately. It's so easy to get sucked into the guy in front's pace, so I was trying to strike back as quickly as I could. So you can see we take a slightly better line through there, and at this point I was pretty hopeful that we could have a go like we did against Klangen, but you see we're not quite as close as we were on that move, so it would be a pretty late braking manoeuvre. It is quite a wide track here, so I kind of thought about it, but he's pretty late on the brakes, so we live to fight another day. So lap 14, we've come into the pits. Our soft tyres, in hindsight, probably weren't the best choice. The weather's warmed up fairly well here. The tyres, they didn't fall off a cliff, but they were getting pretty warm by about lap 11, 12. So we've gone for lap 14, which we know is going to be a longer stint on the softs again, but I'm thinking it will be lighter fuel loads, so it might not be too bad. As you can see, we've rejoined in 8th. Washi recovering from his early issues. He's coming back up through the field, so he's in 7th. And at this point, I have no idea where we're likely to finish. Somewhere around 6th, 7th, hopefully. Now, on to lap 15. And there's a problem there in front by Desperate to Play. He runs wide. At the same point, I think his Gt3 fan lost it. And Washi's got past him. And as soon as I came out from the pits, I realised that on the soft tyres I had a chance to keep up with Washi potentially, but I had to really push early on to keep him in my sight. So I was pretty desperate to get past Desperate to Play as soon as I could. And I'm not quite sure what happens to him. He runs wide, and I seem to go past him fairly easily. And then if you look in the rear view mirror, he's still there somewhere on the outside. You can't quite see, but I think he makes a mistake into that penultimate corner. So forward to lap 19. Now, this was our strongest period of the race with Washi. I'm not actually sure. I think he probably has hard tyres on. I don't know that. I should have checked that. But certainly the way the race sort of panned out, I was able to be as quick or slightly quicker than him for a few laps, and then I probably pushed too much on the softs and burnt them out, and gradually he was able to pull away. But this was the point where I was close to him, but never really close enough, just sort of a second or so off to really have a go, and I'm certainly not going to try anything silly against my teammate. So lap 30, we are in 6th, and there's been trouble up ahead, and there's a back marker there, but crucially, with only a lap and a bit to go, Rob, championship leader's had a problem. I'm not quite sure what happened to him, but he's dropped down. I think he actually run out of fuel now, come to think about it. So we are up to 5th. Washi was able to get a great podium for his first major finish of the season. So we're going to come home in 5th. So we've got a 4th, 7th and 5th. So I'm pretty happy with that. Solid race, no real dramas. As you can see, King Foamacasa won from Steve, who's the championship leader. Washi was 3rd. We are down to 4th in the championship, but only 3 points behind the guy in 2nd, so we're in a good position. Next time out will be a long hour-and-a-half race from Catalonia in Barcelona.